Hello and welcome to yet again another amazing episode. My name is Jacinta, and if it's your first time here, please remember to subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, asante sana and karibu to this wonderful channel where we talk about all things relationships. But this month has been exceptionally different because you've just been talking about my personal experiences. If you have not listened to the other two previous videos, please go back to them, listen in. August has just been an amazing month. I have said that it's gonna be a game changer and you will understand why during the next month. As of now, I just want to talk about something that I mentioned in the last episode, which is about dating as a single mom. How do you navigate it? How do you go through it? So, karibu sana. So how do you date? Especially as a single mom. I know it can be such an experience, especially because one, you have kids, and if you're like me, you had very little babies. Two, you still have traumas of everything that has happened in your past. Three, you might be wondering, is it really the right decision? Should I even date, or do I even just concentrate on raising my kids? So let me just say there is no right or wrong answer to all these questions. What I'll just be talking about today is according to my own opinion and own experience, bearing in mind that I know there are women out there who have maybe older kids and are looking to get back into the dating scene, and also there are other women out there who have made the decision to just raise their kids and not date anyone, and I have no problem with that. In fact, I respect you. But if you're like me, the person who wanted to just go back to relationships, you did not have an issue being in a relationship again after being in a toxic relationship, then this is for you. How do you know that you're ready? You know that you're ready when you're going back to the dating scene, not because you're there out of bitterness, not because you're looking for a rebound. Because let me just say, rebounds, sometimes they can be effective, but what happens is that you end up either getting hurt because you somehow, as much as you're saying, I'm not getting there with the emotions, you just cannot really stop yourself from falling in love or just attaching yourself to other people. Or two, you hurt the other person. Remember, maybe you have not told this person, and even if you have discussed that no strings attached, we're not going to get attached, but things happen. So rebound with relationship, I highly would not recommend it. However, what I recommend is something that we call rotational dating. What is rotational dating? Rotational dating is a phase where you're dating not just one person. And when I say dating, please do not misquote me. I do not mean sleeping around. I just mean dating. Dating, getting to know people. Date even the people that you feel are not, they're not your type. Date them. You might be very surprised. Actually, most of the women that I know who are in commitment right now or serious relationships, they are with people that normally they would not consider dating. Let that just sink in. In the real life or the real world, or the old them would never have dated such a person. Why? Maybe because they are maybe shorter than they expected, or they're not as moneyed, maybe. Like, what in your head you think is it. First of all, like I said in the previous episodes, scrap all expectations. Scrap all of them. If your ideal person was the tall, dark, handsome guy, start being realistic. It's not to say that there is any problem with you having specifications about the person that you want, but be open-minded. The person for you could actually be someone who is shorter than you. The person for you could be just somebody that you normally wouldn't go for. Not to say that you're down changing yourself or all that, but just be open-minded. The person for you sometimes is exceptionally different from the idea that you had in mind. They could even be, maybe you're somebody who always say, I'll never be into a long distance relationship. I will never be in a long distance relationship. My friend, I was there, and scrap that. It took me being in one to actually say, hey, it's not as bad as I thought, yeah? Provided the person that you're with is someone that is committed to you. That is what somebody else might be there saying, you know what, I just want a white person, or I just want a black person, I do not want white people. The white people come or the black people come, and you're like, no, you're not the ones that I want. And maybe you're just closing the door for the person for you. So be very open-minded, yeah? Two, it's when you're ready. Remember, so much or so many emotions go into getting ready for a relationship or into a relationship. It sometimes requires for you to divulge your attention from your work, from your children, to now you putting yourself out there, and dating is a full-time job. And like I said, if you prepare for an interview, you're writing a CV, you're shopping for nice suits, even dating should be the same way. I don't know why people always say it will come when you least expect it. What do you mean? You cannot just be staying in the house and hoping that one day the person for you might break into the house like a thief and be like, I'm the person for you. No, you have to be out there on the lookout. Why? Not vigilant like, well, could this person be the one for me? Could this person be the one for me? Because sometimes you make that mistake. And in that vigilance, you end up learning for just anybody. There's a difference between being vigilant and being ready. How are you ready? Ready means that it's the weekend. Open yourself up to just going for a date. When you ask for a date, it's okay, say yes. Some of these people will just come into your life to show you very wonderful spots, very nice hotels. You will even discover your favorite dishes through the datings that you're doing. You might even discover that this hotel actually has nice service than this other one. So it's never that serious. For me, it's just a fun experience. Get to know people. I remember telling myself, you know what? I'm going to date even from the different races. The races that I've put in my head that you do not date those ones, get out of your comfort zone. Date them. Date Indians, date whites, date black, date Merus, date Kikuyus, date Lugos. Just get to understand so that even later on, like I said, enjoy every phase of your life, so that later on you can sit back and be like, been there, done that. I'm really not looking for anything more. If right now I'm in a committed relationship, there really isn't anything that I'll be saying to myself, okay, this chance is presenting itself, maybe let me try it. No, because I have been there. And at that phase of your life, unless and when I talked about, I even forgot, deviated from the topic, the main point, which was rotational dating. Rotational dating is where you're dating people, getting to know people, different people at once. Remember why is it advisable? Because you, first of all, you do not attach very quickly. Remember, if you're only dating with this one person, spending your time with them, texting them, talking to them only, you have the tendency to attach to them more. So it is safer to have many people that you're talking to. Just like when you're pitching for a job, you put your CV here in this business, in this other company, like that, and you decide, let the best one, you go with that one. So why do we in relationships just settle for the first one? Yeah, go into different ones until you're satisfied that this is where I want to be. And only when, do not even assume, only when this person has actually made it very clear that they want to be exclusive with you, that's when you can now take yourself off the market. Otherwise, don't do it prematurely. Sometimes we see people talking to us, they're texting us, they're always talking to us, and we think that we are the only ones, or you have just met someone on the dating app, and you've met them once, twice, and now you think, okay, now I'm a girlfriend. No, if they've not told you that, asked you, hey, could you be my girlfriend, or can we be exclusive? My friend, do not take yourself off the market. Yes, I said it. And the other thing is widen your nets. Widen your nets. So much has changed. It's not the way it was. I know personally, dating in I was 19, 20s, early 20s, and now in my 30s is very different. Why? Media technology has advanced. It's not the way we used to be told even back in the days. I think during my mom's days, where people would end up being in relationships with the sons of their friends or just people they met in church. And that is still working nowadays, but you cannot just rely on that. Why? People are so busy. I don't even know. And even when you're going to church, I do not mean that in church we do not have good people. We do, but it's really not necessarily the best place. Are you going to pray or are you going to look for people? You're praying or praying with the ear. So just do it. I always consider, like, even for me, when I'm looking for a nanny, I'll go to a bureau. Some people will be like, no, bureaus are not the place for me. But for me, I always feel like in the bureau, that is where everybody who is looking for a job goes to. So even right now, I would prefer going to a dating app, because that is where the single people looking for dating or relationships actually going to. There are people who are looking for that. And be on the lookout for understanding also. That can even be a point on its own. What are you looking for? What exactly are you looking for in a relationship? I know they are and even some apps ask you, are you looking for something just casual, fun, a one-time thing, or are you looking for something more serious, like a relationship, or even looking for a commitment, a long-term commitment? In knowing that, you're able to even spot the same people are in that app are also answering the same questions, and some of them are honest, some of them are not. That is for you to gauge. So back to the second one, where you were supposed to widen your nets. It's not just about people knowing people. It's not just from your friend circle. Also joining apps, also knowing where can you meet people. And if you would like to, just an exclusive one where you can meet people, more people, maybe in Nairobi, please DM me or comment down below, and I'll give you a list of where you can get some very eligible people. Don't ask me how I know. Remember, I have been on the dating scene for a while. Yes, and I know where you can even get some of these people. Or I don't know, maybe I'll do an episode on it. Where can you get these people from? Where can you get quality men? Because I know this channel is mostly for women. Where can you get quality men from? So that will be the next episode. So anyway, like I was saying, widen your nets. Do not limit yourself to just your friends or friends of friends. And the other thing is, be open, be receptive to, just put yourself out there. It doesn't matter if you're an introvert. It doesn't matter if you do not like going out. This is the time for you to get yourself out of the comfort zone. If your comfort zone is Netflix, chilling at home and eating popcorns, or just hanging around with the kids, you have to put yourself out there. No matter how uncomfortable it is, you have friends who like to go out. You will even have to learn how to enjoy your own company, you as yourself. Because I remember there will be times when I would want to go out, but maybe my friends don't want to go out and I have no one else to go out with. So what do? You have to be comfortable enough to go out alone. And you will go, and then sometimes I will find myself going to places where I just see couples and I'm like, my partner will have such a hard time trying to look for a place, because most of this place I have brought myself personally. So it even sets the bar high for you, because imagine you taking yourself to a nice place and then you get into this dating scene where you're with this person who's taking you maybe to a place lower than that. You will feel like, no, this is not the level where I belong, right? So those are some of the things that you would look into. Outwardly, remember, especially if you're a single mom, your kids, you do not present them, or you do not let everybody meet them. Every Dick, Nick, and Harry meet your children. Your children, for me, I used to say, the person that ends up meeting my kids will have to meet my friends first. They'll have to meet my parents. Like, have a barrier. Protect your children from all these things. Remember, you're dating, and dating does not equals to marriage. You might meet some very nice people, but you don't always have to end up together. They might be good, just not good for you. Yeah, they might feel like you're the right one, but then things happen along the way. That is what dating is all about. It's their phases in a relationship, their honeymoon. There's the reality, the competition phase, where sometimes all the love fades. So if you're not there for the right reason, if it was not a commitment, then it just will not stand, right? So just do not introduce your kids to every man in your life. Know where, like, put a barrier between. Just protect your kids' innocence, yeah? Another thing that you should put in mind, like I said, is not have expectations. I cannot stress enough on this. Do not have expectations. And the people that you meet who actually give you butterflies, I'm not saying that all of them are bad for you, but most of them are bad for you. You see the person that you meet and you feel like you have the chemistry. That chemistry, most of the time, is a red flag actually. Ask me how or why. Because this person is reminding you of a place where you have been. And if you have ever been in a toxic relationship, then you know the magnetism, you know the highs and the lows. And instability or healthy people, how are they? They are calm. They bring you peace. They bring you calmness. You can be ranting. If you're like me, you can be erupting. But this person is looking at you like, okay. But if you're with another toxic person, then you will be going up and down. You'll be raging. Like, your emotions will be all over the place. So just try and look for a person who brings you calm and peace. Yeah, this is actually something that I would wish on every other person out there. The other thing that I would ask or want you to note is that you need to invest in yourself. Yeah, as much as you might have a good heart, you might be a good person. Remember, like I always say, people don't walk around with X-ray machines. We cannot see your outside, your inside. We will know your inside most of all by seeing your outside. And unfortunately, or sad enough, the world is so superficial, or it's so visual. Let me just say visual, for lack of a better word, because whether it's in the dating apps, they will most of all first look at your pictures. Yeah, that is why you're told to put pictures. They swipe. Even when somebody walks, they do not know you, but then they have seen you somewhere. It is you that they have seen. They do not know you. So invest in your looks. Invest in how you look. Remember, you will be addressed by how you're dressed. There's a difference between being sexy and scanty. Yeah, know how to balance that. And I think a friend of mine even touched on that. And I will just give you a few pointers. Know when to cover up. You cannot expose both the top and the bottom. If your top is exposed, have your bottom covered up. Yeah, if your bottom is exposed, be decent on the top. That way you maintain the balance. You do not look like you're out there fishing. There's a difference between you, especially if you're somebody who likes to go out on by themselves, and these other ladies of the night. Yeah, you want to have a difference. Remember, there's a difference between classy and trashy. So try and find a balance in that. And lastly, know your worth. I cannot stress on this enough. Know your worth. Your worth will determine they always say your worth equals to your network, right? Even the people around you. The person that I'm dating will be a reflection of me. I am a reflection of them. So the people that you attract mostly are saying more about you. And even if you look at the people in your past, the people that you've dated, they are saying something about you than you even realize it. Just go back and look into them. If they were narcissists, if they were takers, if they were toxic people, it means that there were parts of you that were actually not healthy. It means that either you had low self-esteem. If you know your worth, you might find only a handful of people that are coming towards you, but these are very quality people. Remember, the pool or the dating pool, most of these people have issues. They have, okay, not most, but let's just generalize it on saying that some people are there with issues. They have not addressed them. Some of them are looking for escapes. People are looking for different things in this pool, yeah? And sadly enough, because I have been there, not very many people have done the work on themselves. Some of them will be just like, it's life. I drop this one, I find another one tomorrow. Women are so many, right? But know your worth. What differentiates you from the rest of everyone else? Your personality. How do you carry yourself? What are your non-negotiables? What are your negotiables? What are you looking for? Just get to understand yourself and your bar, and do not compromise on that one, and keep it moving. I say keep it moving. What do I mean by that? Keep it moving. This is like a bonus point. Keep it moving. Do not settle. If you find number one, they're not what you're looking for, you'll find number two, they're still not number three, not, they have parts of them that you feel you cannot be able to tolerate. Move on to the next one. Don't get to that point where you're like, okay, I think I have dated at least 5 or 6. I think I'm the problem. No, you're not. There will definitely be somebody who can give you what you're looking for. So keep it moving. I used to tell myself, if I am at number 20, my guy is number 50, I will keep it moving. Just enjoy the experience. This one has taught you something. This one has made you discover something about yourself or what you're looking for. It's okay. Thank you. No hard feelings. Bye. Next. Keep it moving. You cannot get attached. Yeah. That will ensure that you are not going to settle, and that the right person for you will actually get there when the time is right. Do not rush it. Do not, trust the process. Trust the process. Everything that you're going through, everything where you're at right now, everything is conspiring to bring the person for you to you. Yeah, like I said, I will do the video where we'll be able to talk to just give the details of how I met my now fiance and how things were, and you'll realize that we were from different worlds, very different people, and if the odds were not right, if everything did not conspire to make it happen, him and I will never have met. Not in a billion years. So believe you me, do not give up. The person for you is out there, and you're going to get all the love and every amazing thing that you're looking for. Just do not settle, do not give up, know your worth. So until next time, where I'm going to be talking about dating and where to get quality, where you're going to get quality men, high value men. If that is something that you would like to know, just stay in this channel, enjoy it. Don't forget to like and to share this video with everyone that you know would benefit from this. And until next time, bye bye.